Welcome to MEELEVATE, the podcast show, and I am your host, Mr. Coach Davis. Today's topic is understanding who you are, and today is Tips and Wisdom Tuesdays. Understanding who you are is very important, and honestly, I'm still learning who I am, and I think that it's a process that we all need to learn, and we are learning. Because knowing who yourself, knowing who you are, knowing yourself, and knowing who you are is very important because that determines who your character is. And not only who you perceive of what your character is, what other people see in your character or your characteristics, because you can be somebody else when you in public and around people to make them feel comfortable, or you can be in public and around people and you are yourself and you can make other people uncomfortable. And when you're around yourself, if you're around other people, you can make them feel uncomfortable by being yourself. If you're around other people, sometimes you may choose to be somebody else to make yourself and them feel comfortable. But when you are alone, that's who you truly are. So are you acting the same when you alone, when you around other people, or are you putting on a persona for people to like you or accept you? And I think that's very important. And I think sometimes people do it intentionally and some people do it unintentionally. But knowing who you are and understanding who you are is very important because that's where you get your confidence from. That's where you get your knowledge and wisdom from as well. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know who you are, anybody can tell you who you are and you might believe it. And I used to have a problem with this even at a younger age, not really understanding and really knowing who I am. It took a lot of dedication. It took a lot of tears. It took a lot of sweat. It took a lot of blood. It took a lot of sacrifices. It took a lot of humiliation to really understand who I am and being comfortable who I am. And sometimes it takes for you to be able to be alone to figure out who you are. Because sometimes we'll be around so many different people or we be around so many different things that we have so many different distractions. And then the distractions become a problem because now stuff that may be normalized is not really the truth or the true version of you. But these distractions, whether it's people, places, things, TV, music, influence, it can be different things, you know what I'm saying? And you have to really understand that. And then one thing I definitely want to be able to touch bases on, don't allow other people's opinion to determine who you are. So now you go off of other people's opinion to determine, okay, well, they said this and they said this, so this got to be me. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a lot of the times in my life, me growing up, I was insecure. I was insecure because I got made fun of. I got made fun of by people that's strangers. I got made fun of by friends and families. And not saying that we all don't crack jokes in our lifetime, in our families all around the world. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes friends and family can hurt you the most. You know what I mean? And definitely if it's a constant thing or if it's a constant joke, then you start to believe these things. And you know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to the school system and you may not understand a certain thing, and even as a child, your teacher may tell you certain things or what you're not going to be, or you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I done had a lot of people in my lifetime tell me that I could never do something. I could never do this. You can't never do that, or you can't do this. And then if I was secure, I would have never allowed them to detour me in a different way because I wasn't comfortable and confident in my skin because I didn't understand who I truly am. I didn't understand who I was and who I wanted to be, and I think in our life, we have a lot of growth to do, even as an adult, because it's a lot of stuff in your childhood that can be a blockage, or it can be a distraction, or it can be a obstacle, and it can follow you into your adulthood. And some people still to this day do not know who they are, do not know what their purpose is. And for me, the number one thing is you have to be confident with yourself to believe in yourself. And not only that, we have to put God first. And I realize these people may tell me these things. These teachers may tell me these things. Even these tests and paperwork may say these things. But God says something different. And I feel like when God says something, that's the real truth, because God is the creator. God is the Almighty. Nothing can ever be better than Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when God speaks to you on who you are, it's a different tone. It's a different belief. It's a different acknowledgement. Now, do I have to remove certain distractions out my life so I can be closer with God to figure out who I am? Do I have to remove friends? Do I have to remove people out of my life so that way I can get closer to God and be comfortable in my own skin and be comfortable with me? Understanding yourself is a daily lesson to me. Understanding yourself is not something that, okay, you know what, I understand myself and now I know myself for the rest of my life. That's not the case. It takes daily educational understanding within yourself, whether it's life habits, whether it's life situations. It's very important to find out who you are, because sometimes that we can be lost, and sometimes we can be insecure because other people push their insecurities on you. So now you think you are your insecurities. You think you are your struggle. You think you are your hard time. You think you are your failures. And that's not always the case. It's always something bigger than that. But sometimes we have to be able to take them obstacles and turn them into opportunities. We have to be able to take them failures into a lesson to see, okay. And then that's when self-awareness come in. You know what I'm saying? And when you have self-awareness and you are self-aware of your surroundings, you are self-aware of yourself, you are self-aware of your goals, your intentions, you are self-aware of other people's goals or intentions towards you. Like all of these really play a part on who you are. You know what I'm saying? But if you constantly listen to other people and listening to other people and you waiting for that validation from other people to tell you who you are, then we have a problem. And it's okay if you have done that or if you are doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you are aware of it. Sometimes it takes a failure to be able to be success. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's success is not successful. It depending on what type of success is it. Are you successful at listening to people and having them tear you down or feed you insecurities? Or are they planting seeds in your head of doubt? So now are you successful as letting them to allow you to do that? Are you successful in allowing other people to determine your characteristics? See, so we got to be careful with the success, because we can have success in a negative way. We can have being successful in a failure way. And we have to stop looking at our failures as something bad, because our failures is here to teach us a lesson. And everything that we do or don't do or choose to do in our life, that determines who we are. By looking in the mirror, not just seeing yourself, but seeing yourself. Not just your flesh, not just what you look like, who you are. Who is your spirit? Who is your soul? You know, your emotions, your mindset, your characteristics, Who are you? Understanding who you are is very important because it can make you so successful in a good way. Because a lot of the times I think people say, oh, you have to be successful. You have to be successful, which is correct. But I have understood that you can be successful in a negative way. Because if you have constantly bad traits or you constantly listening to people to make you feel successful, are you listening to people insecurities and their insecurities infiltrated your mind and it was successful? So we got to be able to change the way that we look at things. We got to be able to change the way we determine on what, who, where, all of these things that will be in our life. Because who you hang around is a part of your characteristics. Now, are you a person that hangs around people that feed you positivity and let you know that you can do this, you can be successful, you can create opportunities for yourself, you can have your achievements and your goals come true, you can live out your dreams and make them a reality? Are you around people like that that's feeding them type of seeds in you? Are you around the type of people that see who you are or who they think you are or who they think you could be in a positive way, and they actually feed you light? They give you great energy. They give you great encouragement. Are you around them type of people to understand who you are? Or are you around people that's pulling you away from your dreams, pulling you away from your goals, pulling you away from your loved ones, pulling you away from successful things and successful people, pull you away from actually changing your mindset and not being insecure to confidence, pulling you away from opportunities and creating obstacles? Are they successful as bringing you down, or are they successful as bringing you up? So it's very important to me. And not only that, we have to be careful on who we choose to be around, because our energy is vibrational. Our energy is very vibrant, depending on who you are, because we have the opposite of vibrant, which could be operating or in a low frequency, in a low vibration, and that can get attached to you. So you have the energy and the vibration that can get attached to you. So do you rather hang around people that has vibrant energy, positive energy, a higher frequency, or do you want to hang around people with low vibrations, low vibes, bad vibes? It's your choice, because we have an option, and all of this plays a part in who you are. It's a very important key on understanding who you are, understanding your purpose, understanding the reason that you are here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be here wasting time? Just a waste of breath, feeding negative energy to other people. Now, since you're insecure, you push your insecurities on other people. You see people that have goals and dreams, and you don't have any goals and dreams or ambitions, so now you tear them down. Or could you be the type of person that has goals and dreams and ambitions, right? But you failed in it. So since you failed in it, you gave up. You gave up on yourself because you had a failure situation, or you have failed. So are you not holding yourself accountable? And now you just sit there and just, okay, I'm just going to be insecure. Not only being insecure, I'm just going to feed negative things to people, negative words, negative energy, a negative vibration. I'd rather stay on -2 on my frequency, besides not elevating my frequency up. And It's okay to get discouraged. It's okay to get depressed. It's okay to get sad. It's okay to get worried. I understand that we are all human, but the key is, who are you when you're depressed? Who are you when you're insecure? Is that understanding who you truly are? Is that who you truly is? You know what I'm saying? And do not put some negative traits on other people if you don't have the ability, or you don't want the ability to change, or you don't want the ability to grow, or you don't want the ability to have self-awareness and look yourself in the mirror and understanding that it's okay to make a mistake. But what am I going to do from here on out? We got to change the way that we talk. You know what I'm saying? If we don't change the way that we talk, we're going to continue to be in the same predicament. If you talk negative, you're going to get and receive negative. The law of attraction, that's the same thing in the Bible as in God speaking about faith. It's just different words. So the law of attraction is very real, but on the same side of it, the law of attraction is God's faith. He said, if you have faith, you can move mountains. Faith is real. Belief is real. Law of attraction is real. That has another key point on who you are, who you're becoming, who you want to be, and understanding who you are. And I feel like it's very important because it's a lot of people that's going around living life. And I think that you could be living life, whether you're a young adult, whether you're a older adult, whether you're a senior adult. It depends on the age, and it don't depends on the age to determine or knowing who you are and understanding who you are, understanding what do you want to do, what is your passions, what are your goals. All of that matters in your characteristics go on who you are. How do you treat other people? How do you treat people that you are in a relationship with? How do you treat your friends? How do you treat your kids? How do you treat your mom? How do you treat your dad? How do you treat your aunts? How do you treat your uncles? How do you treat your cousins? How do you treat your coworkers? How do you treat yourself? Now, tell me if this makes sense. It's some people out here that's treating other people so good, but they treat everybody they love horrible because they want to be validated by somebody that don't care about them. So they are changing stuff about themselves. They are changing how they act, and they even changing their characteristics to be validated, to be verified or validated by other people that don't even care, that could be insecure or jealous of you. Then you treat the people that really love you like crap. And not only that, then you have other people that treat everybody else great and you treat yourself horribly. You're so dedicated to this job more than you dedicated to yourself. You're so dedicated to this friendship than you are dedicated to your relationship. You are more dedicated to the money than you are dedicated to your kids. You are more dedicated on what life say you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to act besides doing the right thing. Because everybody know how to do the right thing. You just choose not to. That's understanding who yourself, having control over yourself, having control over your emotions, having control on how you act during different situations or the interactions with other people. We all have a choice. What choice are you making? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all of this is so important in understanding who yourself. Understanding who you truly are, not what people tell you. And stop listening to other people if they're not where you want to be in your life. Is it okay to get guidance? Yes. Is it okay to get a mentor? Yes. Is it okay to get help? Yes. Is it okay to put your pride to the side to listen? Yes. But we got to be careful and determine who we listening to, who we choose to have our mentors, because we have mentors in our life right now. You have a mentor in your life right now. You just don't know who they are because they're not labeled as a mentor. Now, this is where the kicker come in. What kind of mentor do you have in your life? You have 5 people right now that you can name in your circle that's a mentor. Don't say friends. Let's just eliminate the friends, eliminate the social, eliminate the friends word, and let's eliminate the co-worker. Let's eliminate whatever the title is. Let's eliminate that title and put mentor. What is your mentor feeding you? What is it? Because I find it very important to understand on what words, what vibration, what people are we around, because whatever words and people we are around become a part of us. That's a part of understanding who you are. And I think that is very important because, and I don't even think that we have these type of conversations on a daily basis. Definitely, where I come from, they call it the hood. They call it the hood where we come from, the ghetto. And I think like, well, wow, man. So you trying to tell me they took off neighborhood was the original word, so they took off neighbor and just called it hood. So now we live in the hood, but it's really the neighborhood. But they took off the neighbor part because neighbor is supposed to be friendly, and the hood is nothing but destruction. So now, since we took off the neighborhood and just call it hood now, it's like, okay, we don't even care about the neighbors. We don't supposed to talk to the neighbors or interact with the neighbors because we're not understanding who we are. We are so programmed in so many different ways, man. We are programmed. You are programmed. I'm letting you know that you are programmed. And it's a way to get out. It's a way to break out this matrix. It's a way to break out, but it's a daily battle. It's not easy. It's a challenge. Or is it? Or do we make it a challenge? You have the power to overcome anything. You have the power to embrace yourself. And I just want to say this. When you understand and have that understanding on who you are, you can help other people, because you got to remember, people are watching you. So if you're a mother, if you're a father, aunt, uncle, friends, cousin, co-worker, it doesn't matter. Somebody is always watching you, and you have at least 2 to 3 people right now looking up to you. Who are you showing them who you are? Are you allowing them to see the program version of you and not the real you? Are you allowing other people to make you dim your light and not show the world who you truly is? Are you being confident on who you are and not insecure around other people? And now you're walking on eggshells because you don't want to offend nobody by being confident. Now you walking on eggshells because you want to make them feel comfortable when they already uncomfortable because they know that who you truly is. And you don't even know who you are, and they know before you do. So what they do is they push insecurities on you. They push bad negative seeds in your brain and waiting for them to grow. and they constantly watering it. You're nothing. You can't never happen. You can't never do this, or you ain't this. Only you know the particular words. I may not be using the same words, but you know the negativity that people are feeding you. You know it. You know the negative seeds that people are planting inside your brain. And if you don't know, now you know, because your spirit should be like, hold on, what's going on? Your spirit knows, your intuition knows good from bad. It knows when somebody's doing something good to you or bad to you. Your intuition is not telling you a lie, but you have to be able to understand your intuition, your emotions, and your thoughts, because sometimes you can be fooled, and you got to be careful on, am I going off of my intuition? Am I going off of my heart? Am I going off of my thoughts? Or am I going off of my emotions? That's understanding who you are. It's very important, man, and women to become the best version of yourself. Because I believe in you, I love you, and I don't even got to know who you are. I love you. I believe in you. I believe you can do anything. God said believe in yourself. You have the power. God gave us power. We are superheroes in human form without the cape. You can do anything you put your mind to, but you have to be able to believe in yourself. You have to be able to hold other people, including yourself, responsible, accountable. Have this self-awareness in your life that can change and understand who you are. Look in the mirror and say, I believe in me. Look in the mirror and say that I can make this happen. I can do this. I will do this. Understanding who you are is very important, and I hope you have another and a different understanding and outlook of this. Now, as we get into this next segment, I want you to understand who you are. And it's okay if you make mistakes. Like me, I make mistakes all the time. I do. But I won't allow my mistakes to determine who I am. I won't allow me saying certain words or misspelling certain words or having a speech impediment, you know what I'm saying, or stuttering. I won't allow that to determine who I am. I used to stutter so much that I couldn't even talk. I'm saying 5 sentences in 5 words before I can even get out the whole sentences. I you know what I'm saying? And it used to make me feel so insecure. Now I'm up here speaking to the world. I did not allow other people's opinion about what stutter is, right? Other documentations, what doctors would say what stuttering is or speech impediment. He's going to have this his whole life. He's not going to be able to really speak right. You think I'm allowed that to stop me? I will not be stopped. Plus, I'm walking with God. Period. Give love to others and love will come to you. Understanding who you are really matters on a daily basis because this is what you're going to pass on through your generations. Understanding who you are is going to help you understand or help your kids understand who you are or who they are or who are they going to be. And we're not taking none of this out. All my mistakes stay in. I want people to see my mistakes. I want people to see that I am human and I still make mistakes and I still have failure in my life, but I turn them into opportunities. This is MEELEVATE, the podcast show, and I am your host, Mr. Coach Davis, and we'll be right back. Can you love me the way that I love you? To my future wife and the current people in my life. Do you love me how I love you? Because everybody's love ain't the same. And I realize everybody's love ain't deep as mine. I have loved so many people, but they didn't love me the same. It was an unbalance that I had to change. Not realizing all the love that I'm giving out is causing me pain because I don't get it in return. So now I feel ashamed. Do you love me the way that I love you? Because your actions say different. Do you love me the way that I love you? Silence is what I hear. Not understanding why no one tell me that they love me in my ear. Expecting. Welcome back to the MEELEVATE podcast show. That was a poetry or poem called Can You Love Me the Way That I Love You? And I think that's very important because I think that has definition and you can define that in your everyday life. Can you love me how I love you? And, you know, when I made that when I made that poem, I was just speaking on how my love is and understanding who I am, because I had to understand who I truly am. And I had to understand, if people don't give me what I give them, that does not make me the problem. That does not make me the issue. That does not make me the problem. Even though that sometimes, you know, the insecurities will build up and it will make you think that you're the problem. And now you have that understanding on who you are when that's not the case. Sometimes you can be too real for people. Sometimes you can overly love. Sometimes your spirit won't connect with their spirit because they could be operating on low vibration. You could be trying to raise your vibration. So now there will never be an understanding of them to you to them, or understanding them or them understanding you. And I think that being aware is so important, and it can help you understand your situations in life. And it can also help you understand who you are. Ain't nothing like tea. Good hot tea. And while we're here right now, we might as well go ahead and sponsor MEELEVATE. Without MEELEVATE, none of this would be possible. If you don't know, we are ran by MEELEVATE. I am Mr. Coach Davis. I do have many names. If y'all don't know, and the reason for that, because even though we get into that into a different podcast, but my original entertainment name was Rick Nell because I did music. And I also have Rick Nell Beats. And then, Rick Nell started really being a stamp for over the years, you know what I'm saying? But in the last couple of months, I have deleted everything that was Rick Nell, and we are doing rebranding. And we are rebranding to Mr. Coach Davis. I think that fits a lot better, and I think I want to keep the Rick Nell and not just delete Rick Nell completely, but I want to go ahead and keep Rick Nell for the music, keep Rick Nell for the poetry, keep Rick Nell for the poems, keep Rick Nell Beats for the actual producer. And originally, when I first started this podcast, I considered myself as Rick Nell, but I'm trying to break away from that, but still letting people know what's going on. So that's something that I had to understanding on who I am and how I wanted to do. I even had to delete everything to recreate, to rebrand, to understanding who I am. Delicious. Definitely when you add that hint of lime and you add that hint of lemon. Woo. Very delicious. It's important that how you determine and how you receive an understanding who you are is how other people will treat you. So if other people see that you don't care about yourself, they're not going to care for you either, and they're going to treat you like dirt. If other people see that you are insecure, they're going to do nothing but feed doubt in you and feed more insecurity because they see that you don't even believe in yourself. So if you're not secure with who you are and you're not confident in who you are, you can be misled. How crazy does that sound? I can be misled on who I am by listening to other people's insecurities and doubts that they are implanting in me because I am not secure or don't believe in myself. What? I can't believe that I used to be like that. Like, I used to be like that. I used to take other people, what they say about me. Oh, you too black. These are black people telling me this. Like, so I was so insecure about my skin for the longest. As a kid, even as an adult, I got made fun of by black people because I was too dark. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that insecurity on you. You know what I'm saying? So it was just something in my life that I had to deal with, and I had to understand it. Like, no, my skin is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I even had people like me telling me that my skin is ugly. And it hurt my heart. It made an insecurity on me that I could never understand. And it was so deep embedded me as a child to an adult. And I had to realize, like, my skin is beautiful. Are you jealous that my skin is just dark and chocolate and looks so good and it's naturally oily that I don't even got to do nothing? Okay. Let's even talk about understanding who I am when it comes to acne. That put another insecurity on me where I can't even go out in public, or I can't even do this, or I can't even do that because I got this stuff on my face and they gonna judge me. They gonna look at me. They gonna talk about me. So what? Everybody have flaws. Stop making your flaws determine on who you are. Everybody have flaws. Stop allowing other people to allow them thoughts and them doubts and them seeds to be implanted in your head to believe who you are. And now you don't have an understanding on who you truly is because you believe what they tell you. You believe what they tell you? No. How are you going to believe what they tell you and they speaking negative in a negative way, implanting negative seeds in your brain, and they not even secure with themselves? They not even secure with their life. They have no goals, no ambitions. They have dreams. They even might have goals and ambitions, but they're not going to put no effort in. They see you putting effort in your goals and your dreams, and they want to take it away from you. And what is that called? Not understanding who you are. Because if you understood who you was, you would be confident in what you do and how you do it and why you do it and where you do it, when you do it. You have to understand, and we have to have that understanding of who we are. I will always put my flaws on this camera. I will always put the insecurities that I have had or may have on camera. I will always do this because it's another way for me to have self-awareness and hold myself accountable. And it's another way for me to turn my insecurities into confidence. It's another way to turn my insecurities into courage. It's another way to turn my insecurities into bravery. I want people to see my flaws. So I don't want people to think that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect, and I would not allow myself to make everybody think that I'm perfect. I make mistakes. I fail in certain ways. I have goals that I have may set. I have plans that I may have due, and I allow myself to stop me because I am not aware, or I'm lazy, or I'm not doing it, or I don't have the ambition, or I don't have this. I can't point the blame to everybody. We have to be able to look in the mirror and see it for ourselves, and it's okay because when we see it, when we see the problem within us, and not as an insecurity way to look down on ourselves and feel depressed. And, you just don't believe in yourself. And I can't do it. I don't want to do it no more because they seen that side of me, and that side of me was the insecure part. Nobody would believe in me. Nobody loves me. Nobody want to hang with me. Nobody like my posts, nobody calls me, nobody texts me, I don't know what to do. I don't have any true friends, and I hate myself. I think I'm ugly. I think I'm fat. I think I'm too skinny. I think I have acne. I think I have this. I think I have that. These people say this. These people say that. No. Get out of low vibration. and understand who you are. Take your power back. Take your power back. Take your power back. Say, I can't sing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. Raise your vibration. Raise your frequency. So if you do have these insecurity thoughts, if you do have these insecurity words, change them up. Okay, if you think you're too skinny, what are you going to do to be able to gain weight so you can look at yourself and see, I love it? If you think that you are overweight, what are you going to do to yourself to lose weight, to be healthy for you? And not only healthy for you so you can look good. And how do you know that how you look now is not beautiful to someone else, even though you may want a change for yourself for the better, which is still good. But don't always look at yourself as a negative trait because other people may turn away, or you may be rejected by certain people. So now that rejection that you have had from these people are holding on to yourself. And now you believe the rejection, and that rejection become who you are. Don't allow it. I didn't have that happen to me as a child to an adult. And it's something that's horrible to hold on to. I had to look at myself like I have all of these cores attached to me of understanding of who I am, and they not even real. These beliefs, these ideas, these thoughts that I have about me is not even mine. They are pushed on me, pushed upon on me. They are planted in me, whether it's programming from the TV, from the society, from seeds, from people, from school, from relationships, from family. It doesn't matter what it is. These are not mine. These are what other people perceive to think of me, which I know that this is not who I truly am. And I would not allow other people's thoughts of me or opinions of me to determine who I am, because now I am allowing their thoughts to infiltrate me and allowing their thoughts to be a reality. No. Why? Why do I got to make you feel comfortable by dimming my light? And then if I dim my light for you and you ain't even doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So now I have no understanding on who I am because I'm allowing other people to be involved. I'm allowing other people to determine who I am. And I'm saying this in a general way because this is what happens generally in everyday life. So when I say when I say I, replace me with you. When I say we, that's us. You think I'm about to sit on camera and talk about these things without talking about myself first and my experiences that I had to learn from that's going to help other people? My failures have become other people's opportunities. My failures have become other people's opportunities. Stuff that I failed on, I'm going to tell you how to not to fail in. Do I need the credit for that? No. Is it free to be nice to people? Is it free to help people? Is it free to give people knowledge and wisdom? Yes. Well, if you look at free to give knowledge and wisdom, I guess the colleges wouldn't say that. I guess the schools wouldn't say that because you got to pay to go ahead and get knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? But that's an educational knowledge and wisdom. It's a different from an educational knowledge and wisdom and then life knowledge and wisdom. Spiritual knowledge and wisdom. Emotional knowledge and wisdom. Stuff that a school can tell you in a form of a book, but until you live it in reality and you overcome these things, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. And everybody's life is different. Everybody's story is different. You know, it feels good on this transition of becoming healthy. But not only healthy because of my body, but healthy because of my thoughts. Healthy because of my mind. Healthy because of understanding who I am. It feels good. It's like a electricity that just runs through your body. Like I be feeling like Superman, the black version. Like, You know what I'm saying? So like understanding who you are is very important. And we got to be careful too, because even when it comes to this Hollywood and these TV shows and these movies, it's not a lot of powerful images as a child and powerful understanding as a child when it comes to black people and our culture. You know what I'm saying? Because usually on television, it's either gangs, it's either murders, it's either drugs. It's either, okay, they're going to be an athlete. Oh, okay, they're going to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So these are the only type of stuff that we allow to see, because this is nothing but what the industry or the entertainment system promote to us. So now that's in our heads. So now our children don't even have an understanding who they are. And now, since the kids don't know who they is, the parents don't know who they is, because now the parents want to hang with the kids. Now the parents want to be the kids. Now the parents want to have OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? So now, since you have an OnlyFans, yeah, I'm talking to the women. Now, since you have an OnlyFans, now what if your daughter want that? So you would want your daughter to have your OnlyFans, or you would want your child to see your OnlyFans? Now, did I participate? Did I participate in OnlyFans and different stuff? I have. You know what I'm saying? I was lost. I have entertained that. I have entertained porn. I have entertained OnlyFans. Then I had to realize, like, hold on. Like, nah, man. This ain't godly like, and this is not something that I want my kids to participate in, because it's another way to have a lost understanding of who you are. It may seem good in the moment. It may seem good for that 2 minutes. It may seem good for them views. It may seem good for even your pockets and money that you're getting right now. But are you really ready to be like, you know what, son, or you know what, daughter? You know, I started the OnlyFans and I made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And you be proud about that because of the money and views. But what are you leaving to your kids? What understanding are you telling them on who they are? You know, and as men, we're going to entertain some of these things because we are men. But at the same time, what if your daughter had an OnlyFans and everybody watching it and sharing it? What if your mom had an OnlyFans and everybody watching it and sharing it? What if your grandma had an OnlyFans and watching it and sharing it? It sounds disgusting when you say it to somebody you love. It sounds disgusting when you replace of who you fantasizing over, when that could be your daughter, your wife, your sister. You know what I'm saying? I can't entertain that no more, and I won't entertain that no more. And that's a part of me understanding who I am and being okay with saying this publicly, being okay with saying this in my belief, not worrying about the backlash or not worrying about what people gonna say. I don't care. It's sick out here. And I don't think that we are even woke enough to understand who we are, because we are so programmed on who they telling us to be. We programmed. It takes a lot of understanding. And don't just take my words from it. You got to do the research yourself, within yourself, for yourself. And not only that, for your kids, because we are leaving a legacy. We're leaving a legacy. You know what I'm saying? And I have to have that understanding. Like, I don't want no woman that's half naked on Instagram. I don't want no woman that's half naked, you know what I'm saying, on these platforms, or just showing herself just for views because she's really insecure. So now she got to show her body just to be able to get views or attention from people. I don't want that. I used to participate in them things and thinking that I wanted them type of women. And then I had to understand I don't. For what? You ain't nothing but drama. You ain't even posing for you're not even posing for yourself. You posing for other men, other women. Just for that attention, just for them views, just to get that void inside of you because you have insecurities. That's not cool, man. What are you teaching your daughters? Your daughters is going to be a woman one day. Your OnlyFans is not going to be a secret just because you got a link in there. People record. You might change your life, and then next thing you know, 10 years come to line, your OnlyFans is going viral, and you didn't change your life, but you can't do nothing but to stop it. Now your kids see it. Man, come on, man. Wake up. That's having understanding. And I'm not here to judge you, and I'm not here to talk about you, and I'm not here bashing you. If that's what you want to do, man, do it. Do it with all of your mighty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to judge you at all. I'm just giving my perspective of on it. And this is something that I had to understand within myself as a man, what I don't want. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I just wish that I can be able to speak for the kids and speak for the kids that has parents that are into this field. Like, damn, man, like it's really sad when you think about it, because sometimes I don't think we fully have an understanding on who we are, you know. And I'm not knocking the way you get your money. I'm not here to hate on you, you know what I'm saying, at all. I might have even participated in your OnlyFans in the past, you know what I'm saying, until I had to realize who I am. And then realizing who I am was another understanding on who I am and who I want to be and the role model that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to knock you. I'm not here to knock to my people that's even in the trap. I'm not here to knock you, you know what I'm saying, that you out here, you know what I'm saying, in the trap moving. But is that who you really are? Just because you're getting money and you got the chains, you got the money, you got the girls, what are you teaching your kids? What are you teaching your daughters? You know what I'm saying? What are you teaching your sons? You teaching your son that it's okay to trap all day and sit in the trap and we all hanging around and we ain't doing nothing and elevating our life? I've been a part of that too. I was in a trap. I have sold drugs. I have did drugs. I have ran the streets. But I had to understand, like, this is not me. This is not what I want for the rest of my life. This is not what I want for my children. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you out here selling that, and it's messing up the community even more, but you want to talk about Black Lives Matter. And you selling dope to black people. Moms, daughters. You selling crack, heroin. Whatever it is. Everybody got a different choice. We tearing down our own community, but then we want to get mad at a white cop when he shoot us. Not saying that the white cop and the racist cop is wrong, but we have to have the understanding on who we are. How are we talking about Black Lives Matter and we shooting and killing each other? We go to the store and see another black man and it's another nigga that we don't like in our head because we was programmed to not have the understanding on who we are. That's my brother. That's not a nigga I don't like. I don't even know him, but I love you. Why can't we treat each other with respect and love? Why do we got to hate each other in our communities? We don't have no understanding on who we are. We out here shooting each other. Niggas holding a Draco, nigga this, nigga that. We gonna kill these niggas over there. I'ma wet my op. I'ma do all of this. Like, have no understanding on who we is. But you want to get mad and fake protest when a black man get killed by a white cop that's racist. Where is the protest when black people killing each other? Oh, he's a Uncle Tom. They gonna be naming all of that to me when I acknowledge stuff like this. They ain't gonna like to hear stuff like this because I understand who I am. And I don't hate you, my brother. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know that brother that you see on the other side of the street could be a different part of the gang, could be the person that can love you for real, that can give you knowledge, courage, understanding, that can be a brotherhood. Why do we got to feud hate towards each other? I don't want to hate my people that's from my neighborhood, my community, even though they took off the neighbor and made it hood, so now there's no friendly there. Programmed. programmed. This is something that's been going on for hundreds of years. This is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that the father is out of the home, that black families is not married, that the black young men is out here going around shooting each other, killing each other. This right here, we are lost. We don't know who we are. We have no understanding on who we is. This is something that has been planned. We are programmed. And you know, these are conversations that we don't supposed to have when we get canceled. These are the type of conversation that you have that black people gonna keep scrolling. They want to hear negativity. They don't care that you want to talk about positivity or unity or holding you accountable. They're gonna swipe right past it. Oh, he talking positive. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. We want to hear niggas talking about sticks and killing each other. Selling drugs, trapping. A bunch of B's and H's. You know what that means. If you from the hood, you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not understanding who we are. And then we have us and even our women. Oh, I'm a bad B. I'm a bad B. You a what? You hold on. Did you just call yourself a bad B? Really? And then your daughter see this and now she think this. Now she looking in the mirror with her iPhone or her phone. I'm a bad B. What are you teaching your kids? Are you truly understanding who you are? I'm just being real though. Can I be real? Or do I gotta be fake like everybody else? I'm not here for your views. I'm here to change mindsets. I don't care about the algorithm. I don't care about getting canceled. I don't care about none of that. I work for God. Period. And don't judge me for my cuss words. And I apologize for that. But I don't apologize for it because I had to give you an example. And this is my podcast. But I'm just not trying to, use that type of language on here for a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, when are we going to have that understanding on who we are? And I feel bad for this next generation because if we don't change ourselves, if we don't change some of the stuff that we do, we're going to have a lost, broken generation. We're going to have our black men on the street killing each other. They don't like each other, treating each other like garbage. We're going to have the women talking about they don't need a man. They independent. They can do it themselves. I'm going to just start my OnlyFans and now that's my man. And remember, do you hear it? They don't love you. They're your only fans. They're only fans. What are we teaching our children? How are we role modeling? What's going on here? And remember, I have played a part in this foolishness. Gangs, drugs, porn, streets, trap. I can just keep going. But I had to realize this is not bringing value to my life. This is not something that I want to leave a legacy. I don't want to be partying all the time and then my kids see that and okay, then that's what they think that they have to be. Then I had to realize, Rick, just because you change and you change your values doesn't mean that everybody else want to change theirs. Some people are comfortable where they're at. They don't have no understanding of who they are. Some people don't care about the same values you have because they are comfortable of who they are. They don't have a true understanding of who they are. They don't understand who they truly are and what they can be. They don't. Some people don't want to do it because the attention is too good, the likes is too good, the views is too good, the money is too good, the attention of people, of strangers that you don't even know these people's characteristics. My thing is, I hope that we have a better understanding on who he is. I'm not here to judge people. I'm not here to say that you're doing bad. I'm not here to talk negative about you. I'm speaking out loud. And I'm bringing conversations that nobody have. You know, and we all have something that can be bad in somebody else's eyes and good in somebody else's. I still make mistakes. I'm still not perfect. I still write down goals and ambitions that I want to do, and I don't do it. I still fall back from good habits to bad habits to good habits. I still make them failures and them mistakes. But at the same time, I'm still learning and holding myself accountable so I can have that understanding of who I am. And I believe in you. Your kids believe in you. Your family believe in you. It's somebody that believe in you. And if everybody don't believe in you, let them go. If they don't support you, it's cool. You don't got to support me. I'm not even mad if you don't support me, but you supporting me or not supporting me is not going to validate who I am. I don't need your likes. I don't need your views to validate who I am. And I'm not just saying that for me. I'm saying that generally, and hopefully that you can understand them same terms and acknowledge it, and you can agree with it within yourself and not determine or wait for that validation from other people to fill a void that you may have, the insecurities that you may have. Turn your insecurities into obstacles. Turn your insecurities into confidence. Turn your obstacles into opportunities. Turn doubt into belief. You know? Turn I can't to I will, I can. Have the understanding of who you are. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not here to judge you at all because we all make mistakes and we all do stuff to find ourselves. And sometimes people push us into different places that we don't want to be in. And sometimes we think that we got to be able to do this particular thing and this particular sacrifice that's destroying our characteristics and destroying who we are and destroying our name, even if it's not destroying our name now, but it's going to destroy your name in 10 years or 5 years when people around you get a wind of it and understand it or see it. Then you really going to feel destroyed because now you can't take it back. You know, and if you're the type that don't care about none of this message, hey, I can't say nothing to you. No matter the obstacle, I'ma do everything possible. Keep moving forward, unstoppable. Ain't no challenge in my life impossible. You can make it too, yeah, you. Overcome what you going through. Embrace your power for your breakthrough. And when you elevate, it's a great view. It's hard to lie, so I don't try. If you know me, I got a whole vibe. I'm on the road as I think and drive. Free my emotions as I start to fly. It's hard to lie, so I don't try. If you know me, I got a whole vibe. Before we leave here today, I want to ask some questions. And these are for you to answer. What are your strengths? What are your short-term and long-term goals? What matters to you the most? Who are you supposed to be? What is your purpose? What are you ashamed of? What do you like to do for fun? What am I worried about? What are your values? What is your purpose in life? What is your personality type? What scares you? What doesn't scare you? Who are the people that's around you? What is the understanding that you have of yourself? If you can pick one word to describe you, what would you pick? Who are you? Do you truly have an understanding on who you are? Do you? No. I just believe that you can be anything you want to be and you can be better. And like I said, I'm not here to knock you. I'm not here to talk bad about you, but I must speak the truth. Because this is something that's very important in our lifetime and as we build our legacy. And not only build your legacy because we have people that's watching us, our kids, our loved ones, relationship, co-workers, and it's somebody that looks up to you. And all the stuff that you did in silence would nobody see if it was exposed. How would it make you feel? You know, and I had to ask myself these same questions because I wanted to change not only for me, but I want to be able to change for the legacy and generations that I must build. I want to be able to be better, not just for me, but for my kids. I want to install stuff in my kids that was never installed in me. I want to be able to put belief in courage and bravery in my children. I want to be able to let them know that they are wise, they are geniuses. I want to be able to let them know that they can achieve any goals that they ever put their mind to. But it takes us to be able to look in the mirror and have a standing and an understanding on who we are. But we must stand on principle, and we must unprogram ourselves to reprogram ourselves. We must learn who we are, because if we don't, we will always get taught of who he is. You don't want nobody to be teaching you in the class or telling you who you are. Find out who you are through your failures, through your mistakes, through success, through obstacles, opportunities. It's a reason for everything. And I used to hate that. But I believe that if we turn it into a positive way, the reason for everything is for you to elevate and learn. Be a better person. Be a better version of you. I believe in you. And I hope that you believe in yourself. This life is a challenge, and it's not easy all the time. But I need you to believe in yourself and turn your opportunities into success. Turn your success into bravery. And remove these obstacles that you have and turn your obstacles into opportunities. Remove the insecurities that you have and turn it into confidence. Remove doubt into belief, faith. You have the power to do anything. And sometimes it takes us to be alone and not consider it to be lonely. Sometimes it takes us to be alone, to depart from everything so we can see who love us, what am I participating in? What is the value of this? What is your values? What is my values? Is it bringing value to my life? We all make mistakes. We all fail, and we're not perfect, but we can learn from these things, and we can be great. And I hope this message got to you. And like I tell you in all of my content, don't just listen to me. Receive the message. Don't just hear me. Receive the message. Believe in yourself and put God first. When you put God first, you can't go wrong. And I know some of the times that we be lost because we may not have God in our life. We may not walk with God in our life, but God will never fail you. God is the love that you need. God is your healing. God is your overcome. Without God, nothing to be possible. It's impossible for me to live my life without God. And I just want you to know, find that understanding on who you are. Don't allow other people to tell you who you are. And if you're comfortable and confident in who you are, you scream it out loud. This is MEELEVATE, the podcast show. And I am your host, Mr. Coach Davis. And remember, MEELEVATE is not just a word. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that we can overcome anything or obstacles, even though it's stuff that happened in our life that we can't understand sometimes or we can't even explain. But it's about how you react to it. Just understand who you are and don't allow other people to tell you who you are. Believe in yourself. Take that insecurities and make it confidence. I believe in you. The question is, do you believe in yourself? I believe that you can elevate to your highest potential and become everything that you have ever wanted to be. But do you believe that? Do you believe that you can become anything? Because I believe it. I love you even if I don't know you. I believe in you even if I don't know you personally. But just know that we family. Have a good one. And remember, this is Tips and Wisdom Tuesdays. And today's topic is understanding who you are. Have a good one. Yeah, you overcome what you going through. Embrace your power for your breakthrough. And when you elevate, it's a great view.